show you about that work, boy.
Dope boy. Tell you about that work, boy. You know what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the world's most dangerous podcast.
Dope Dealers Podcast.
You know what it is, man. It's your man Jamal Doman at Jamal Doman, JamalDoman.
At Tobe Hixx, TOBEHIXX.
And listen, you can hit us up on Instagram or Twitter at Dope Dealers. Dope Dealers with an S. Dope Dealers Podcast. At Dope Dealers Podcast is going down, man. Episode 94.
94, man.
94.
Wow.
What was what
Putting
90?
some work.
Yeah, we've been putting in work for almost 2 years.
94 was a good year. The big, I think, Ready to Die came out that year. I think, that was a good year. I think Snoop came out that year. Yeah. 94 is going down. Was you locked up in 94, Toby? Was you?
I think I might have been out at some point, at that time for a little while.
All right. That's what's up, man.
Hey, who's that on the track? That shit was hot.
Dope
Who's
independent music. That's the homie Nam. Remember, they made that song for us, man. That's the Dope Boy.
I forgot. Oh,
Yeah,
that's my bad now.
That's that theme song. Shout out to Nam, man, putting it down, man. He made that song for us, man. It's our theme song. It's called the Double Life.
That pre-podcast blunt had me forget that the nigga did a track for us. We appreciate that. My bad now.
We got a dope show, man. We got our homegirl in the house, man. K Wonder. We're gonna introduce her just in a second, man. We're gonna talk about some things, man, that's going on, man.
Man, shout out to the troops, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. Man. I know it was tough this week for the troops. Being away from their families during Thanksgiving. Shout out to the Army, Navy. Marines,
Air Force,
Coast Guard, National Guard, the Bloods, the Crips, and the SAs.
No doubt, man.
Yeah, hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving.
How was your Thanksgiving? It was with the family, Tobe?
You want the truth?
Of course.
We want the truth.
It was lonely as a motherfucker.
Oh, shit.
I just chilled.
You just chill, watch football all day and stuff?
Yeah.
Was that your first time having a Thanksgiving by yourself? Is that the first
time? Pretty much that by myself. Yeah, I think it was.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But I mean, wasn't like I was sitting around laying on the bed in the fetal position. I did get hella high and hella drunk and shout out to my homie Adrian, friend of his cooked some food, so he brought me some food, so it was all good. Nigga he came with hella food for me. I was just about to go to Boston Market. That's where I was at.
Boston Market.
Nobody invited me nowhere, so I was like, fuck it, I'll go to Boston Market.
I just hit a couple spots. I didn't cook, but my homegirl Chastity, shout out to Chastity and her husband, they invited me over, so I went over there, got a plate from them. Then I stopped in Long Beach at my folks' house, and then coming back, I stopped at another folks' house in L.A. Then I went to go see, what's it called? Queen and Slim.
Oh, okay.
Queen and Slim, saw that.
You did all that on Thanksgiving?
All that on Thanksgiving.
I
was making rounds. Yeah. The 845 Culver City viewing of it.
Your tires be blowing out and shit. All that shit in one day, nigga. I'm tired listening at that.
Be rolling like a pair of sprinters.
Yeah, there we go. Hopefully everybody had a good Thanksgiving, and hopefully all the food is going by now.
Getting ready for Bristmas.
Yeah, yup.
Why Bristmas?
Yeah, Toby's a blood, if you didn't know that.
Getting ready for Bristmas.
He's a blood.
Getting ready for Bristmas.
It's going down, man. So we're going to talk some shit, man. We got some stuff going on, and we got our homegirl in the house, man. So we're going to talk about, when she's here, we was going to talk about a couple relationship angles, topics, and if we got time, we'll get to it. But it's another story that kind of popped out. I want to get her opinion on, your opinion on, also Toby. So let me introduce her, man. She's a fellow podcaster with the Dope Night Show podcast. It's called the Dope Night Show podcast. I like that.
It's the drop. I might have... Sorry, it's called the Drop Night Show.
Oh, the Drop Night Show. I'm going.
Hey, that's why you should have wrote it down. He was gonna fuck it up either way.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't him.
The Drop Night Show podcast. Have y'all started yet? Or
yeah, the Drop Night Show has been going on for almost 5-6 years.
Oh, y'all been okay then. She's a tech junkie and the all around shit talker.
Hey.
Dope Dealer podcast. Welcome, K Wonder.
Right on. Welcome.
K Wonder's in the house. What's up, home? What's up?
Juan, what's cracking? Hey, man.
What's going on? Kate Wonder.
I'm chilling. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
It's
Dope
a
Dealer
pleasure to
Podcast.
be with you two gentlemen right here.
Oh man, well,
it's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, we definitely. So you just tell a little quick about yourself. Where you from originally?
So I'm originally from New Jersey.
North or south?
What city?
South Jersey.
South Jersey.
Directly across from that Philly, right by Atlantic City.
Okay.
I moved out to LA almost almost 10 years ago.
Okay.
And I had a brief stunt where I went to prison. And
Yeah,
I left.
there we go. There
and
we
I
go.
left for 3
Somebody
years.
finally had some shit in common with me.
Oh shit!
I think
Right.
is she the
Everybody
first
like,
one?
Who? She went where?
I think is she the first person that's been to prison besides me? On here?
I think so.
And
might have
we'll
been a
admit
couple.
it, and we'll admit it though.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to think. Some of the guests. I mean, we probably had some. Oh, well, we
I'm
had
sure.
Freeway Rick here, so.
Okay,
yeah, he was
yeah,
here.
that's
Yeah.
the original right
Yeah,
there.
but I'm talking about like maybe comedian guests or friends of ours. I can't remember, but
So yeah, I did.
yeah,
a brief
somebody
little
know
stunt,
what it's like.
and it's real.
You did a
It's
brief
definitely real.
little stint.
Brief little stint, and where was I? Danbury, Connecticut.
Oh,
Okay,
wow,
and I
okay.
went there, called a trafficking charge for trafficking of opioids. I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is. So yeah, and then I moved back to LA because I have dreams and aspirations, and one of those dreams is to put out my software that I actually have been working on for maybe 10 years. Doing what I had to do to try to fund that. But it's moving, and I'm here. I'm actually thinking about starting another podcast specifically for women.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
So I'm just
You doing it? Okay, that's
trying
what's.
to do my
Yeah, I
thing.
mean,
That's what's up. So you a real dope
some
dealer.
of the
I mean,
smartest, some of the smartest people are in prison and shit.
And it's unfortunate, because first of all, it was a nonviolent crime, first time offender. I could have probably walked away with less, but I'm thankful for the sentence I got because I needed it. It was for a reason. You know what I mean? I feel like everything happens for a reason. While in prison, I met some amazing women who are out now doing their thing, but they were like my prison sisters and my soul sisters that I actually needed.
Yeah.
And I didn't know.
Yeah, that's true.
You meet some really interesting people.
I have people that I'm still close with from prison. It's funny because a guy found me on Facebook that I was locked up with, and I hadn't heard from him in years. And he connected. He said, "Hey, you remember me from so and so, so and so?" I said, "Yeah, I sure do." And looked at his profile, remembered him. And then after we communicated, he said, "Man, I'm sure." He said, "Man, I gotta be honest with you, man. When you was in prison talking about you was gonna do comedy and this and that, motherfuckers like, man, this nigga is lying. He ain't gonna do shit." And he said, "And I found you and I seen you on TV and shit." He said he was it made him emotional. He said he couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah, and that's how it is for a lot of the women I know now. One of my prison sister goes by the name of Jamila T. Davis. She is a heavy advocate for prison reform, but she's out here telling her story. She's an accomplished author, telling her story, and she's actually connected me to Lauryn Hill because Lauryn Hill was actually in the prison that I was in.
Oh wow!
Like a year before I got there.
Oh
You
yeah,
remember when
yeah.
she did the tax
yeah,
invasion
she did
thing?
Yeah.
How long was Lauryn Hill locked up for?
She only did
she didn't do that long.
3 months or something like that. But yeah, so it was kind of interesting.
I didn't even remember that. I probably was locked up then. Or that back. It's been that long. That was about 150,000 blunts ago. So yeah, I don't even remember Lauryn Hill going to jail.
Right. So I mean, like I said, it was a sad time in my life, but at the same time, it was very eye opening and catapulted me back to want to just get on my grind and not have any nonsense get in the way of messing me up.
At what moment in prison did you realize that you had to change your life? At what point?
Shit, the minute I got to that
Nah.
decisions,
Yeah.
bitch, these decisions. No, but it probably had to come. I'm going to tell you, it was probably a good month or so in. I just had a whole, because they would have, people come and minister to you on Sundays and stuff. So
Yeah.
I ain't doing nothing. I have nothing but time. So I would go.
Yeah.
And I had a whole breakdown, crying, snot coming down my face type of moment.
Oh, okay.
And it was there, and I was like, yo, I got to do better. I got to do way better. So, yeah.
All right, well, listen,
Wow.
man, you live and learn, and we
Yeah.
appreciate. We're glad you're here, man, and just want to hear your opinion on some of these topics. Cause it's always guys, me and Toby. It's always good to get a female point of view about things that's going on in the world and stuff like that. And I know you keep it real, you Jersey to the core, and then the shit talker, as you said in your,
exactly.
So we're gonna go on a little something that's kind of last week kind of like been talking, and it's former NBA superstar, Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer.
Yeah, first ballot.
Yeah, first ballot. Hall of Fame,
then you don't even have to say that.
The
Shit,
third
everybody
greatest
know.
shooting guard in NBA history, I would say, after Jordan.
And Kobe, and then him.
Yeah. I don't know. Oscar Robertson, he was more of a point guard. Maybe
Yeah, he was a point guard.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah,
But he's right there.
He's right there. He's
in the top five.
Yeah. Reggie Miller, George Gervin.
Yeah, top 5 shooting guards of all time.
Dwayne Wade. So some people obviously know that his youngest son. His youngest son is 13 years old or 12, like that. And
I thought he was 11.
Yeah, he's young. I'm not going to use the term because the boy is still young. He hasn't dated. He's still growing, but the boy seems to be feminine. I mean,
what do you mean you're not going to use the term?
Well, I'm not going to use the.
He's saying he's gay.
Oh, the boy has said that.
Yes.
Oh,
what the fuck is you talking about?
See, I didn't. All right, let me.
He's out the closet.
Let me.
What are you talking about?
Let me just do a prefix of this. I don't, and you, Tobe, I don't really follow a lot of a lot of this shit. When I know what's going, I just go see my timeline and see what these fools talking about. That's. I don't really pay attention to a lot of this stuff.
Say what you want to say, nigga.
What? No, I said I don't pay attention to a lot of this shit. So I just when I see fools talking about on the timeline, I think, that's a good subject to bring up on. So I didn't know that he actually did.
Oh yeah.
So the kids.
Yeah. He came out. His first picture coming out, he had the rainbow hair.
Well, do you come out?
Hair.
I mean, that's.
He was at the gay parade.
Can an 11-year-old come out?
Gabrielle Union took him to the gay pride parade.
No, I remember that. And
Yeah.
we're gonna get into that. But can a 11-year-old come out? I mean, it's an 11-year-old.
Hey, when your daddy got 150 million, yeah, you come out. Nigga, broke niggas 11-year-old don't come out. He just shut the fuck up. Nigga, he got 150 million in the bank.
So
yeah,
they
come out.
So from what I understand, this really came up really maybe about a year ago when they started because people who I know who close to the family said he's been like that.
Yeah.
But only the public knew about it. I guess they put up a couple pictures and then the public started talking.
Yeah.
Like, the boy
same way
feminine.
we didn't know about Magic Son. Yeah, go ahead.
So they've been very supportive of the boy, and as they should.
What other choice do they
some
have?
people have been criticizing the support they've been giving him. Some people saying that he's too young. They not saying they have. Some people opinion is I don't have any issues with him being gay, but the way he dresses, the way he walks.
Look, you know who those people are?
Yeah, what?
Okay, see, right here, we're believers. But those are the motherfucking church folks talking that bullshit.
Yeah.
That's who the fuck those are. Because, I mean, you know what? Dwayne Wade is in a situation. He can't win or lose. If he was at the house saying, my son ain't going to be gay, fuck that shit. Then everybody be like, how can he do his son like that? Now he's at the house going, you know what? Hey, man, do you. Whatever you want to do in life. Your dad love you. I'm behind you. Gabrielle saying, son-in-law, I got your back. I love you. And they wrong for that.
I'm going to read this post. This is from a guy I follow on and me and him get into a lot of things on Facebook. We just have a different philosophy. But
you argue with niggas.
This is what just mainly this is a comedian, but he's one of them fake woke niggas. So this is his post. If a 12-year-old girl was being sexualized the way Wade and Union are sexualizing their son, y'all will be calling her all kinds and tramps and hoes. What makes sexualizing a 12-year-old cool? We live in a world where adults are calling homie a good father for doing this. 12-year-old children should never be sexualized. Gay, straight, I don't care. Y'all sound like the same people that made excuses for R. Kelly before the shit hit the fan. Children should not be sexualized in any shape, form, or fashion. Y'all sound like a bunch of perverts. That's what he posted. Now,
who is that wild ass nigga?
First of all,
that
how is he sexualized? Is he out here?
Yeah, they act like he laying it like Dwayne Wade put a picture of him on IG in his underwear or something.
Right?
Now, the first thing I did get on him, I said I didn't like the term.
Who is sexualizing
the
him?
term sexualized?
He just said he's gay and they just supporting him.
I don't believe in any way they're sexualizing this little boy.
But I guess his thing was they took him to the gay parade, which only thing I do agree with him. I would not have taken my 11-year-old son to a gay parade. I would have just sat him down and said, listen, if he said he wanted to go, I would have said, hey, you're too young to go at 11 or 12. When you get older, you can go, but not
But
at
there's
11 and 12.
5-year-olds there.
But why would you say he's too young?
Because
There's 5-year-olds there.
He is too young. To me, he's too for a gay parade. That's different. Okay, that's different than the.
You act like they was
Macy-
fucking at the parade.
Yeah, but it's still at 11-year-old. I'm just me. I would still support him in whatever. I wouldn't took him to the parade. That's my only thing. Criticism.
You would have drawn the line there.
I would have said no.
Okay, so
him older.
But
So him,
17,
so him walking
18.
down. Hold on, him walking down the street with 10,000 other gay people.
And some of these are gay men.
Yeah.
These are older.
And lesbians and everybody. What?
He's 11.
Well, he's around people he associates with.
Yeah, but these are older men.
Them is his folks.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be.
They not gonna molest them.
I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, obviously, somebody is
know.
there. But let's not act like in the gay community, it's not a lot of that going on.
Well, I mean,
And I'm just saying, you're too young at maybe 15, maybe 16. I'm not. That's the only my only criticism.
I don't think it's
I grew up in a bar.
I don't think it's a problem for
That's different.
because there are kids who grow up in wild circumstances. But this is to me, I don't feel like it's a problem for him to be around people he relates to.
Mm-hmm.
I believe the issue is where they start letting him wear the nails and they have him wearing the belly button shirts and all this other stuff.
Have him wearing or allow him.
Allow him. So when they, allow him to do the nails, I thought that was a little too much right there.
We're gonna get into that too.
He, at that point, is he thinking maybe he wants to make a transition?
Oh, see, now, I didn't see him with fingernails on.
Well, here's
that.
the picture right here.
Yeah,
this one kind of blew up.
I don't know about that far.
Gabrielle Union posted a picture on Thanksgiving with the couple and their 2 children. The oldest wasn't in the picture. The one that plays basketball.
I did see on them on the stairway.
Yeah.
I didn't see
that.
Oh, okay,
He
I
got
didn't
the
know
nail.
that.
So it was quickly criticized because he had the halter top, I guess it's called, and the nails. So
that ain't no halter top.
It's a crop top, but at the end of the
that's what
day, I feel like he is young, like you're saying, and he's not sure that he really wants to walk this way in life. I feel like he needs to.
I think he's sure.
He's sure.
I think he's sure.
Hey,
he just may be too young.
I have friends who are transsexuals now, and they told me that they were like 4 or 5 years old, and they knew that they wanted to be a
Look,
woman.
I'm gonna tell you something.
So, I mean.
Oh, go ahead. I mean, but hey, you right. But look, I never forget this shit. When I was about 10 years old in a church that I went to, there was a boy. I was a couple years older than him. I would say 10 and he was 8 maybe. Mm-hmm. And I never will forget my grandfather looked at him, the way he carried himself at church, and my grandfather's exact words. Back then they didn't hold no punches. He said that boy gonna be a punk.
You
right?
can tell.
Okay, look. So now this 8 years old. So then. We went to the same church. So then maybe fast forward, I didn't see him, let's say, from high school. So now I'm in Hollywood on Sunset Boulevard one day. I'm going to Wendy's and get something to eat. Mm-hmm. I walk in Wendy's. There's my homeboy I grew up with. He was gay then, and he was in there with his boyfriend. And my grandfather called that shit from when he was 8 years old.
Yeah.
And I didn't see him in, say, 10 years. And when I seen him, he was a grown man, and he was gay. I mean, just like Grandpa said.
No, yeah.
Some people have experiences earlier in life where they, may have been touched by, an older person, family member, something. Yeah. And then they later on find out, oh, I like that. Yeah. Then there are ones who really just knew from the beginning that they felt different, like they were in a different body, and that's true.
Yeah, I dated a girl. Her nephew was gay. Her nephew was like 23 when we dated. So obviously she known him since he was born. And I said, when I met the nephew, he was, clearly flaming. I said, when he was little, I mean, obviously you've seen him when he was born. He was growing up and stuff around y'all. She said, listen, you could tell when he was a little kid.
Okay,
This is her aunt. This
is
her
nephew, yeah.
She said you could tell when he was little. She could tell 5, 6. She said you could just tell. Nobody said anything. It's her sister's son. But you could tell. And so it wasn't no surprise when he got older and he was... So
I feel like that's the case with Dwayne Wade. He realized his son is...
Has anybody thought about this? Maybe they letting him... Maybe... They talked to some people and seek some advice on how to handle it. Yeah. Maybe he spoke with Magic Johnson and said, hey, Magic, how do you handle Big EJ being gay? Because, I mean, shit. I know it was tough for Magic, you know.
Yeah, it's tough, and I'm sure it's tough for D Wade.
I mean,
I
never forget. I seen Magic's son one night in Hollywood. He had an outfit made of feathers. I said,
He's
man,
so flamboyant,
Yeah.
child.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean-
I wouldn't be surprised if he turned himself into a Kris Jenner. I will not.
a Christian.
A Kris Jenner.
Oh,
Kris
oh,
Jenner.
Oh yeah, I thought you said Christian.
Yeah, I thought you said Christian. I used to
A
say,
Kris
damn,
Jenner.
that's what they doing.
A lot of Christian men be in the church bisexual in their ways until they come out gay later on.
What's the nigga? I don't like men's no more. Remember that nigga?
Yes, thank you.
So
the bishop.
Yeah.
Remember him?
So this is D Wade. After that, he posted that picture. It was, he got a little criticism. Obviously social media, everybody going to have an opinion about something. So D Wade posted this. I've seen some of the post-Thanksgiving hate on social media about my family photo. Stupidity is a part of this world we live in, so I get it. But here's the thing. I've been chosen to lead my family, not y'all. So we will continue to be us and support each other with pride, love, and a smile.
Yeah,
That's the way to say it. Shut it down. Like, y'all should have nothing to say over here.
Yeah,
y'all not raising this little boy. Y'all ain't putting nothing in his belly.
People wrong when they talk and all that. Now, it's a tough call because I don't know.
Now.
10 years, I do, like myself, I feel different now than I did 10 years ago. 10 years ago, I probably would have just been like, man, this is horrible. What the fuck's going on?
But
but now, my mindset is different, and I become more educated with the situation, whatever. So, but back in the days, it was, it was nothing.
It was very taboo, right?
Yeah.
But do you guys believe
Especially in
that
the
there
black
is
community.
a gay agenda that they have been pushing, and now it's full blown, full scale?
What is
they?
a gay agenda, and who is they?
I believe there is a gay agenda because now in schools they have it to where like kids have to learn about the gay world.
Oh, well, you know what? I can agree with that.
You can agree with that?
I can agree that you're right because as many gay people it is, there's probably is a gay agenda.
They have like transsexuals come to the library and read to the kids, gay books. They have them they have to use the bathroom with other kids that are
gay
making the
books.
Happy books that ain't, it's got a happy story to it.
Well, see, maybe I'd have to see
And
some
I
of
know
that
this-
literature
and I
before
know
I'd
this
be down with that. I don't know about all
because I
that.
have friends whose children are in school and they have like this talk in school with the kids, and like it's like, let me choose if I want my child to be exposed to that.
I agree with that.
I don't think the schools
Yeah.
should be allowing that or should have a say as to what your child should know or understand about
Sexually,
gay and about the LGBT community. I feel like that's something a parent should do, just like sex.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's just it's touch and go because I think Dwayne and Gabrielle are doing, trying to do what they think is the best job.
They can.
They can.
They ain't never raised no gay child before in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They're just trying to be
as supportive. Like I said, I have no issue. The only thing I would not at 12, I've already spoken. I would not have taken him to a parade. I think it was one scene where he was in a fashion show. Did y'all see him? He was kind of sashaying. They had him in a fashion show. He was kind of sashaying.
This nigga said sashaying. My grandmother used to
Is
say
that the word?
Yeah, my grandmother used to say, isn't this boy just sashaying around here?
And I'm like, and Gabrielle was cheering them on.
But what's she supposed to do? She cheers Zaire on at the basketball games.
I don't know how.
When his oldest son played basketball, she cheer him on. She got to cheer the young at the fashion show.
Speaking of so I was watching. I was like,
hey, do y'all think that Dwayne and Gabrielle ever had an argument at the beginning? And like what I mean by that, let's just say Gabrielle started to see he was gay, and then she took him to go do some girly shit. You think Dwayne ever say, yo, you think that ever happened?
Oh,
yo, what the fuck you doing?
He from Chicago now. I know he wasn't with the shits.
Not at first.
But first of all, she had him dressing kind of fruity balloony. If y'all seen some of the clothes that they was wearing when they go to Paris Fashion Week, or like she had him in like bubblegum shirts with high trousers. Like he was dressing a little. How you doing?
Somebody,
how you doing?
Somebody made the statement, just to dig a little deeper in this, and somebody had brought this out because the mother's not in their lives, because the mother went cuckoo.
Yeah. She tried to get. Yeah,
they took the kids away.
But they get to see her. They do see her.
But what? And I'll let you answer this, K1. What? How much? What? The mother, the biological. I'm trying to come up with it. Just came up. The biological mother. How much say does she have in this, or she should have in this?
I think she should have a lot of say. However, being that Dwayne Wade is, the main parent or custodial, she really has nothing to say. I think at this point, all she can do is
Dwayne
love
can't
him.
say shit. So how's she gonna say something?
Because there must have been something in the lapse of this child's life, or he just really has that gay gene. Because otherwise,
it's a gene.
He would be playing ball like his big brother. You know what I mean? Like on like
he
LeBron's
play
kids.
with balls.
LeBron's kids
He
are
want to
all
play with balls.
See?
See what?
He played with them balls, all right.
Yeah. Shit.
Lord have mercy. So yeah, I mean, as a mom, I think moms are a little bit more receptive to it than fathers are. So unless, you come from a strict, God-fearing mom who's, lives by the Bible, she probably is there to support him and love on him,
Yeah, and then you know what? I mean, obviously I have no way of knowing, but I think it makes it probably a little easier because they have, because he has more than one child. Because I knew a woman who only had one child, and the child was gay, and she was devastated because she wanted to have grandkids and all the plans she had that just weren't never gonna take place.
Yeah, that one's always touchy.
Yeah, that's a real touchy. That's real touchy. I was trying to read.
What's even touchier? And
What's up, Bob? What's happening, man?
Up. The whole gender.
What's up,
fluid
Doc
thing.
Carter?
All right, so let's
Let's
Terry.
talk about that.
All right, so let's keep it in that kind of the same as one of our childhood heroes growing up,
Mr. Coke 45.
Mr. Coke 45 himself, Billy Dee Williams.
I'm lost on this, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of lost. So he recently did an interview where he said he kind of considers himself gender fluid. Now I had no idea the fuck gender fluid.
That's some gay shit.
It's the new term for bisexual.
Well,
Why they gotta put fluid with
now
it?
that's some people.
What's that about?
Because some people say that's not exactly the case.
Oh.
Some people say it's okay. I'm gonna tell you.
Read
what
the
Billy
definition of
First
it.
thing, he 82 years old.
Yeah, this nigga's
He
supposed to
said
just...
he uses both male and female pronouns. Actor Billy Dee Williams recently sat down for an interview with Esquire and opened up about being cool, giving advice, and sharing a part of himself that he has not publicly spoken about. He uses both male and female pronouns when referring to himself.
What's the female pronouns he used?
Well, let me.
He
I never
said,
tried.
"She ready."
I never tried to be anything else. I think of myself as a relatively colorful character who doesn't take himself or herself too seriously. Later in the interview, Williams told writer Matt Miller, "I say himself or herself because I also see myself as feminine as well as masculine. I am a very soft person. I'm not afraid to show that side of myself."
That nigga wasn't acting feminine when he was holding them Coke 45 cans. That nigga was masculine, selling beer and
Had all
shit.
the bitches around him. Yeah, all the
this
bitches.
nigga could have fucked every black woman in America
He
in
did.
the 70s.
He pretty much almost did, probably.
That nigga
Now
fucked
he
Eartha
wasn't
Kitt.
dead.
Now he wanted wait. Nigga, you 82 years old. You just supposed to kick back, get high, and just die. Don't tell this story. Let somebody tell this shit after you gone. How the fuck is you 82 coming out the closet?
This is the thing, y'all. They said
Gender fluid.
They said a lot of these old men back in Motown times, from your Quincy Jones, and this is all allegedly. Quincy Jones to Richard Pryor, they were all gay.
Okay, stop. Hold on.
I'm
now. Hold
sorry.
on.
I didn't
Hold
want
on
to take
now.
it there, but this is allegedly. It's been known that
Well, Richard's talked about
Richard liked to get high and get fucked.
Richard, the story was, and Richard said that he dated
Dean,
Marlon Brando.
he dated not made Marlon Brando. No, Richard never. Richard said this in jokes that he said he dated a trans, but he didn't know it was a trans until like 2 weeks later, and then he was like Paul Mooney Paul Mooney been clowning me. Remember at the roast, he was like, Paul, I was dating this month. I didn't know he was a trans. Paul been holding this over my head. So that's what Richard said. Like he was dating a.
There's a little bit more to that.
Yeah,
what you talking about, Jamal?
I know his wife. Yeah.
Fuck you talking about,
his
Jamal?
wife said that everybody knew that he liked he was bisexual.
Hey, well, I mean,
Hey, but this Billy D shit though, man. I mean.
Well, is he just? I mean, a lot of people took that as saying, oh, he's saying he's.
That is what he's saying.
He's saying
what else is he saying?
He's saying he refers to himself as himself or herself. That don't
okay,
mean,
do you refer to yourself as
hell
herself?
No.
Well, then that nigga's gay. What the fuck is that?
Real alpha male.
No.
Want to sit there and be like, I consider myself a female too.
No, that don't even. I ain't never even thought no stupid ass shit like that. That don't even make sense, man.
Exactly.
This nigga got dementia or something. What the fuck is wrong with Billy D, man? Where's his people at? Where's Billy D Jr.?
So I say himself or herself because I also see myself as feminine as well as masculine. I'm a very soft person. I'm not afraid to show that side of myself. So
that mean he ain't afraid to get fucked in there. That's what he's saying.
That gender
Okay.
fluid though. You still have a dick. Like how can you be gender penis? I'm sorry. I don't know. Could we cuss?
Yeah, you can.
I've been cussing talking about
It's a Dope Dealer podcast.
So my thing is, how is that gender fluid? Because you have a penis though, my nigga. Like you are a man.
Okay, what Williams described in the interview appears closer to the definition of gender fluidity, when a person does not identify with a single fixed gender and expresses a fluid or unfixed gender identity. However, Williams did not specifically label himself gender fluid when speaking with Esquire. What happened to the days of gay, bisexual, heterosexual, all this pansexual?
Hey, what happened to the days of motherfuckers just keeping that shit to themselves?
Yeah, that's true.
What happened to those days?
That's true.
How the fuck is this nigga 82 years old gonna come out like this, man? Do he know the damage he's done to motherfuckers? We thought that nigga was an OG. Think about it, nigga. That was the first player of our lifetime that we knew. Mm-hmm. As a kid, that's the first one.
No, he was everybody. Nigga, Diana Ross fainted in the movie. He put his hand out. She fainted. Like, that motherfucker was the man. Billy Dee Williams was the man.
I mean, I remember when that nigga was on the Jeffersons and he was about to fuck Louise.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That he could have fucked any black woman in America in the 70s, 80s, and part of the 90s.
I believe he did.
Now he gonna wait till 2020 talking about he got the fluid.
He got the fluid like
What
it's
the
a
fuck
disease.
is what is this shit? This nigga got the fluid, man.
Yo, you is crazy.
Man, this nigga's 82 years old. Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. That is
Yes. I also see myself as feminine as well as masculine. Congrats to Billy Dee Williams for coming out and living.
Who said congrats?
Somebody, Human Rights Campaign said, for coming out and living your truth as gender fluid. I still don't even know what the fuck.
living your truth. They're saying it in so many words. Thank you for coming out as gay. It's a whole agenda.
Did anybody start to think that he's 82 years old and maybe he's losing his mind and he just said some shit?
Hey,
has anybody thought about that?
Let me read this. For anybody surprised about Billy Dee Williams' gender fluidity, may I remind you that this nigga been walking around with a perm and a cape for 40 years. You shouldn't be shocked.
Wow. Hey,
That's pimp shit, though. I thought.
Yeah, the key word, we thought. Oh, man. Billy D, man.
I'll be surprised. And now if Stevie Wonder come out talk about he gay, I'm done.
Hell no.
I'm done with
Hell
the world.
No. Yeah. Hell no. Not Stevie.
I swear, if Stevie come out, it's a wrap. Just
that ain't gonna. I mean, and shit. Even Ray Charles had a bunch of bad women. I mean, how the fuck, man, Billy?
And these niggas is blind.
Billy D, man. I'm done, man. Billy D, that.
But like I said, that don't mean, we just took it and mean, I'm still reading this and not saying, I don't see where it's saying he's gay.
Hey,
do you really need them to spell it out for you?
Hey,
Jamal?
do you think?
Well, why would he just say it? I'm gay then. I like men instead of.
Because he wants to be able to keep both identities.
Because you know why? Because he knew white people was gonna know he's gay, and black people, we sitting there like we doing now, trying to figure it out. Yeah, this nigga got the fluid. What the fuck is that? I mean, that shit literally, the other day when I seen that, nigga, I looked up gender fluid. Nigga, I read the definition. I still didn't understand what the fuck it was.
said the fluid. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
So white folks know what he is. I guarantee if I call my white friends right now, they can explain to me what the fuck is going on. And we three black people sitting there like, man, what is this nigga talking about?
So sad.
Yeah. So yeah.
Billy
Dee.
Fluid.
Billy Dee. Hey man.
I mean, listen, it is what it is. We're in a society now where, people just are a little too sexual, you know what I mean? And they want to play on both sides of the fence. I know people personally who are straight up gay men, but they also have a girlfriend,
See, yeah, that's the shit I don't like.
Right,
I don't mind. The person can do whatever they
there
want.
There are girls who are acceptive and acceptance of it. They don't
That's
care.
their motherfucking fault.
They like, yeah, he like you dick too, but you know what I mean? That
Wouldn't
nigga
they be
love
scared
me.
of getting a
I would be
disease? I mean,
petrified.
are you kidding me? Who are these bitches?
Crazy, lonely bitches.
I'm single. I've been single for years, and this bitch is out here who letting men go both ways and accepting it.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's. I'm gonna read this. This is by Billy Dee. And we're wrapping up on Billy Dee. I don't know how. This is from a lady named Claudia on Twitter. I don't know how I feel assigning gender identity labels to older queer people when they talk about their gender expression. The Billy Dee Williams thing makes me incredibly happy, but saying he came out as gender fluid isn't exactly correct. It's kind of insulting to both people who use the label and those who do not, to just lump all that shit together.
Right.
He talked about how he conceptualizes his own gender and what pronouns he uses for himself. I don't really think he used a label for himself, and I don't like when people slap labels on people. He didn't say, yeah, I see myself as gender fluid in a way a younger person might. And so we all just, slap a label on him like we have the right to say how he identifies. Labels are important both for those who need them and for those like Billy who clearly do not. Maybe we should take more care in using them. Whether he's a cis...
Who's that, a college professor?
Whether he's a cis man... What's a cis man? Anybody?
A sissy?
SIS, cis. We'll look it up.
Or cis, like a
whether he's a cis man, comfortable conceptualizing his gender outside of traditional ways, or a gender fluid person talking about how he thinks about his mass and femme size, it was one tiny quote that people are extrapolating. Maybe we should wait until people use labels for themselves before using them for them. Maybe we should celebrate queerness that doesn't have specific labels without fitting it into a box. Listen.
Hey, I don't even need all that. Billy Dee Williams is gay.
I'm going to let you know
like
this.
It is.
Here's Jamal Doman label. I like pussy.
Billy Dee Williams
I've liked pussy since I was born, and I'm going to like pussy to the day they put me in the ground. That's all I know, and that's all I want to know. No disrespect to anything else that's going on. I love everybody.
Yeah,
but
do your thing.
Does
that mean they're gonna add more letters to it? It's gonna be LGBTQ.
Listen, I don't even know.
GFL.
And you know what? I guess we should have known.
What is all that?
We should have known, man. That nigga's name is Billy Dee. The D is for dick.
Oh, they got that.
We should have known.
Yes.
Okay, L, lesbian. G,
LG,
gay.
yeah.
B,
bisexual. T, transgender.
LGBTQ.
Now, what the fuck is it?
Queer.
Oh, queer.
But they were trying to add P for pedophile.
What?
That got kicked out.
Hell
yeah,
no.
Who was trying to add P. I'm telling y'all, this world is crazy.
Man, they trying to get them the whole alphabet.
But now they have they're trying to add more letters to the rainbow, and it's just like, how about just if you're gay, you're gay. You know what I mean? Like you're gay, you're gay. If you're a homosexual or a heterosexual,
they gotta damn near go to college. Motherfucker, they gotta go to college to understand just what is going on with just.
And people just too goddamn freaky. Like just.
Yeah, that's
sit
a
your freaky ass down.
That's a whole bunch. Yeah.
It's too much.
So I'm gonna wrap it up on our homie Armand. We had Armand. Armand is gay. Armand Anderson Bell. Remember we had him on?
My homie.
He put a post up, said, feeling annoyed. You sensitive. This is him. Quote. You sensitive, ignorant, sounding ass black, woken up heterosexual men and women are socially misinformed. Last week it was Dwayne Wade sun and his nails. This week is Billy Dee Williams announcing his gender fluidity. And before that, it was issues with Tank and Malik Yoba. Instead of worrying about how a person identifies or expresses themselves, hold a mirror up to your tacky self-image and your diluted standard of behaviors of what a real man should be. Take a peek into how you raise your many children if you're doing that. And lastly, find something better to do with yourselves than worry about somebody else. Get your own house and personage together first and foremost. I said what I said. Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't even get into Tank and Malik Yoba.
It's too many, y'all. Yeah. It's too many. And like at the
But
end
I
of the
see,
day,
I
they're
see
all
Armin's
coming
point.
up.
I could see that. Yeah.
Armin like man, motherfucker, and Armin has lived through it.
I don't know why people care. I mean, but when they come out, but normally I wouldn't think too much, but I gotta admit, man, the Billy D shit did throw me. Malik Yoba and Tank, fuck, them niggas want to do that, whatever. But
I don't like Tank. I
did
don't know.
Tank
We
say?
talk
because
about
my
Tank.
mama
He
would have
said he
gave
sucked
Billy
dick.
D some
No,
pussy.
Tank
And so
was trying to do. Tank, go ahead. I ain't.
now my mama would have gave Billy D some pussy, so that wouldn't hit
My
home.
mama
more.
would have gave him some pussy too, and my grandmama would have gave him some pussy. All my aunts would have gave him some pussy. Tank, real quick. Tank was on a podcast. He was trying to make a joke. He was on the girl talk podcast. The girl from Breakfast Club. Her podcast.
Oh, lip service.
Yeah,
Okay.
lip service. And basically, I wish we had time. I would have queued it up. Basically, one of the girls was like, "My man is gay." No, I'm sorry, my man been cheating on me, and Tank was trying to, and she was like, "I don't trust him." And Tank was trying to make a analogy like, "Well, just because that don't mean he a cheater, just because he cheated one time." And he came with this whole, I don't know how he came up with this. He was like, "Well, it's kind of like, well, let's say a man, I think he said gives a blowjob. I think he said if you do it one time and you don't like it, okay, and then you do it again and you don't like it, and then you like, all right, I'm done. I don't like that. That's not me. That don't mean you gay." That's what he was saying. But
Well, that's his opinion.
I disagree with
Yeah,
that.
I disagree with it. But all he's saying,
James
all he's saying is he sucked 2 dicks in his life at least. That's what Tank was saying. He told on himself.
Well, that's what some people took
what
it.
real man is going even
Yeah, I don't know
utter
how
those things out of his
I don't
mouth?
know how he came up with that.
he told on himself. He sucked
basically
dick
told
before.
right.
That's all it is. That's his thing.
And there was, I know y'all about to leave, but there was a thing that was going around that he was doing a lot of gay events. Like, why is he taking so much gay? And then people was like, oh, it's money. He can take it. He can take it.
Oh yeah, the money
now
part.
Now we know why. It was the money and the dick suck.
Well, I mean, if you get booked.
Oh, the money ain't no. I ain't never.
Gay event?
Yeah, I do it. Yeah, they ain't got nothing to do with them. Work is work. But I'm talking about. Yeah, he sucked some dick. That's why he said that. Because those words would never even come out your motherfucking mouth if you ain't done.
You wouldn't even fix your face.
No.
And Malik Yoba, I didn't really follow that story, but I guess he said he
said that he liked trannies and stuff like that. And it was,
was he trying to say he wasn't gay?
Yeah. No, I think he was just trying to leave it at that. He didn't want people to take it and run with it, which everyone did.
What you Come on, Malik Yoba.
Yeah, he didn't fuck the man. That's all.
The world
saying.
we live in, you can't say I fuck with trannies, but let's leave it at that and don't run with it.
Yeah,
like,
he didn't want no more talks about it. He just was gonna leave it there.
This nigga's on a platform where he's being interviewed and then said, "That's all I want to say."
Yeah,
because I fuck with trannies. Next question.
Oh my goodness, man.
Boy, oh boy.
Ain't no telling who's next, man.
Let me say it again. I love pussy. And that's all these these terms and label. I don't know shit about. I'm from the old school. I'm a nigga who love pussy. Whatever label that is, give me that label. Like I said, I have no disrespect to anybody else. Do live your life, do what you want to do.
There's some sick people out there. This is another story, but there's a guy who fell in love with a dolphin, and he was fucking a female dolphin called Dorothy the dolphin. He was fucking her.
That's some white folks shit. It's got to be white folks.
I wish I could tell y'all this story. It was
It's got to
crazy.
be some white folks.
It was crazy. But that's the other thing.
Niggas ain't even gonna get in the water with a dolphin. Let's know fuck a dolphin. That had to be some white folks.
He worked at an
shit.
aquarium, and he said the dolphin courted him.
We gotta look up that story. We gotta look up that story.
I'm gonna send you the link. I'm gonna send it to you.
All right, well, listen, Kate, one day you welcome back, man. We gotta
we
gotta bring you back and talk that
so
shit, man. Hopefully we have more
too.
time next time, man. I have to go do a show.
Where you going? Tell everybody where you going.
Tonight I'm in Selmar. Selmar tonight. Let me bring it up. I'm at my homie Victor Vasquez, man. I'm at the Casa Torres restaurant. Casa Torres restaurant is in Selmar. It's free too. You can come down tonight.
Tell Victor I said what up.
Oh yeah. Have you done that room before, Tobe?
I never done that one, but I know Big. I know he's supposed to give me in January.
Yeah. Here's a dope room, man. So check that out, man. You got anything coming up, Tobe?
This weekend I'll be in Fresno.
Fresno.
Oh, yo,
hey,
okay.
Where
What's
all
up?
the niggas at?
What's up? Yeah, what's up in Fresno?
This Friday and Saturday I'll be at the. I'm looking at it right now. I'll be at.
It's coming. What? And K Wonder, when do your thing drop?
So yeah, everybody just follow me on IG. I will keep y'all posting on all the stuff I got going on. My podcast coming out called Lose My Number Podcast. And my IG is KWonder1. That's KWONDER, the number 1 on IG.
Okay.
It's Friday and Saturday night, 8 p.m. Damn.
That was
I
that
coughed
weed.
up a blunt, damn it. It said, see, I'm about to fuck up this name like you. I'm going to spell it. See, that way I don't make the mistake. It's DICICCOS. DeSasos.
Okay.
So
So you did Friday and
Friday
Saturday.
and Saturday night. Fresno.
Okay. It goes
See
down.
you Friday, Feather.
Yo, no doubt, man. So listen, we love you guys, man. Thanks for listening to us, man. K1 come see us anytime, man.
Thank you.
Please come back. Hit us up on Instagram and Twitter at Dope Dealers Podcast. Dope Dealers Podcast. Hit us up. We got a phone number you can call.
818-335-2065. 818-335-2065.
We love you guys, man. Talk to you next week. Dope Dealers.
Peace.